Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. G'day. I, look, I know this goes against the whole space-time continuum thing, but I just wanted to say thanks. I just wanted you to know that, you know, what you're doing, it's important. I just want you to hang in there. I did your mixtape.
Day by day, day by day. Oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see Thee more clearly, love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, day by day, day by day.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Rude Jesus, the show where we answer all your religious questions in about 3 minutes. So, what's this week's question?
What happens when we die?
What happens when we die? Like with most things, it kind of depends on whether you believe in God or not. If you believe in God, you kind of get an afterlife thrown in. Hell, it's one of the main reasons why the less evolved, it's one of the main reasons why most of us get involved in religion in the first place. Fear of death. Although there's definitely no hell, the idea that an all-powerful, all-good God would create us to fail and then punish us forever because we had failed, well, that's ridiculous. That kind of God wouldn't be worthy of worship. So if you believe in God, you get the afterlife. If you don't, it gets tricky.
He's not the Messiah, he's just a very naughty boy.
But you still get an afterlife of sorts. The bad news is, we all die. The good news is, in some sense, we all live forever. When I was very young, my father died. It was sudden and unexpected, and it changed my life forever. He was there, and then he was gone. But he wasn't gone, because every now and again I'd see him. I'd do things or say things that were like him, or I'd catch a glimpse of him out the corner of my eye in the mirror. And it happens at a much smaller level. It's not just members of families or teachers that we've had that change us, and change us forever. It's every idea we've ever had or been given by people. It's like throwing a pebble into a pond. It's like a ripple effect. Ideas pass on to other people, and they pass those ideas on, and then they get passed on and passed on and passed on. It's a form of immortality. But there's a downside to this kind of immortality. You see, although my father had a huge influence on me, and hopefully I'm having some influence on you, and the fact that you don't know my father's name or the name of any of the teachers that taught me when I was at school, or come to think of it, you don't even know my name. If we lost ourselves, maybe there'd be no fear of death. Maybe there'd be no death. This latte tastes like piss. Sally from Washington writes, Dear Rude Jesus, our president recently hosted a Middle East peace conference. My mum says they all worship the same God anyway. My question is, what's the deal with the Middle East? That's a very good question, Sally. And yes, your mother's right. The Jews, Christians and Muslims all worship the same God. It's like they all barrack for the same football team, but they fight to the death as to who the best player is. I used to think, wow, wouldn't it be fantastic if we could somehow convince them that we're all brothers? Then I'd think, what a load of bullshit. I mean, the three of them have been killing each other for thousands of years for a pissant bit of dirt that, well, for the most part has only ever had sentimental value. It's like some dodgy real estate scam where God sold the same piece of shit land to three different people, then pissed off to God knows where with the money. Dudes, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. The promised land isn't out there. It's in here. Till next time, keep it real.